if your 30-year-old self would be sitting right across you right now, what would you tell her to do, not to do, or change, or be careful with?
That's a big question. I think I wouldn't tell her to change anything, because I don't regret any piece of my past. I'm divorced, and I got divorced in my late 30s. And I don't regret that marriage. It was great, and it, produced two wonderful children. So I don't have any regrets there. I think I would tell her though to speak up more. And I don't know, it's like, how do you tell yourself to be braver when they're younger? You know, that don't play small.
Mhm.
Like, you are capable of so much more than you think. Um, and I think, like, you know, myself in 10 years could probably tell myself now the same thing. Like, I think we just keep getting
Of course.
growing and getting braver and bolder in our decisions. And that the risks are worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the biggest chunk of information that I got from our talk today, of course, there are lots of things, but it's, I think in our 30s, I'm in my young 40s right now, but I can still sometimes do it. Sometimes we limit ourselves by just blaming that the change will be bad for our kids or for our family life and everything.
Mhm.
So we postpone those things, blaming other things in our life. But actually, like you
Yeah.
said, now that you have like older kids, they didn't even realize that you made that huge career change,
Yeah.
so maybe we should focus more on ourselves and how we position that change in our life and how we reflect that on our children's life, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the biggest things, I think it was my oldest daughter did this when I was working still. They were home, whenever they were home, off of school or holidays or whatever, I always felt bad having to go to work. Like, I felt guilty. Um, which is kind of silly, right? Because, like, I'm providing for them. It's not like
Yeah.
I'm going out to the clubs or something. Like, I'm going to work.
Yes.
So, um, I remember saying something like, I just feel so bad. I wish I could be here, blah, blah, blah. And my daughter was like, Mom, like, you're putting that on yourself. Like, we're fine. We're not trying to make you feel bad. Like,
Yeah.
you have to go to work. It's fine. And it really, like, was a light bulb moment for me, because I was like, oh, yeah, this is all on me. Like, I'm doing this. Excuse me. I'm doing this to myself.
Mhm.
They're not doing it to me. They're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're just two happy kids. Like,
Yeah.
they know that I have to go to work, and it's okay. Um, so yeah, I think we get caught in, there's like a cycle of, I want to make a change. This is what I want to do. And then we doubt ourselves, and then we make excuses,
Mhm.
and then we stop. And then it keeps repeating itself, right? So it's like, how do we break out of that, like, cycle of, we keep wanting to do something and then backing down from it. So, and I think that's where, if you're stuck in that, having someone like a coach comes in so great, because it's the person that's going to help you step out of that cycle and start making the changes. When you've committed to working with someone every week, you're putting aside that time to
Mhm.
focus on that thing, and you're making it important in your life.
Yeah. And having that accountability coaching system, it's
Mhm.
very important. Yeah.